What's going on, everybody? This is Gregory Laporte from GamerFitnation.com, and I'm here in the 2K booth to see Evolve. This game is hot. I just got a chance to play it. I was the Assault class, and Black Bible was the monster. He cheated. I'm going to put that out there. He ran away like a little baby that he was. But I'm going to let Josh here and just kind of take over and just explain what Evolve is.
Yeah, so Evolve is a very unique cooperative and competitive sci-fi shooter experience. So when you're playing as the Hunters, you are playing a first-person shooter. When you're playing as a monster, you're a giant third-person just melee brute. If you're playing Goliath, that is. So it's a 4 versus 1 game, and the spin is the big monster, the big boss battle is a real player. So you're not going to be able to like learn all the moves that he's playing and all the different like strategies and combos, because every single match is going to be different, because you can't predict what kind of abilities they're going to take and what they're going to do to you.
All right, now the game is very team-based, So what's helpful to know going into this game, as it's supposedly as we learn more about it in terms of community?
So I think the biggest thing I would say is you really need to work as a team, and not just play your role, because that's important, but I mean actually communicate. Like, you got to be talking to your teammates. You got to be calling out what's happening. If you need a heal, you got to say, got to let the medic know that you need a heal. You got to let the support know that you need shielding, right? If you're assault, you have your personal shield, right? If your personal shield is down and you're taking aggro from the monster, you got to tell your support, I need help, I need support, I need shielding. And otherwise, they're not going to know. They're going to assume, oh, he's got his personal shield, he'll pop that on. But if you're not communicating that, then he's not going to know, and you're going to go down. So I think like the number one advice that I have if you're playing as the Hunters is to really work as a team, really communicate well.
Now the monster in the game, you play as Goliath here at PAX. Now, in terms of monsters, what new monsters can we possibly see in the future, and what's in store for the monsters or the bosses that we're going to see in the future?
Variety, I'd say, is the key here, and I'm not just using marketing like smoke and mirrors. Seriously, I think that as we reveal more monsters over time, people's perception and perspective of the game are going to change. Like right now, they think the game is one very specific thing, which it is when you're playing Goliath against these 4 Hunters. When we reveal more Hunters and when we reveal more monsters, I think people are going to realize that the monsters are so vastly different than each other. Like the other monsters are nothing like Goliath in a very good way. So ultimately what that makes is just an unpredictably infinite number of combinations where depending on which depending on which monster the monster player chooses, the Hunters are going to have to choose, which team of Hunters to pick, right? Which assault to pick, which medic to pick, which trapper. And then based on those combinations, I mean, the games are going to play out in any number of different ways.
Now, you just piqued my interest because you said different monsters, the different variety. Now, I'm wondering, as far as, the environments, are the monsters going to be kind of based on their environments too? Are they going to be like water monsters where you are battling in the water environments, or ice monsters? Or what about that? Is that something that's been looked at, or?
Yeah, I mean, all the monsters do have a different theme to them. So there's a thing about the next monster, right? So Goliath is very brutish and fire and then so the other monsters are going to be just very different. They will have a theme, right? Without going into details, sadly, at PAX East we're just talking about Goliath. I know you want more, but in terms of environments, we do have a huge variety of environments. But you could play any monster on any of the maps, right? It's not like the monsters are map specific or anything like that.
Okay, now as far as the characters and the classes, was there going to be a level up system, like progression system, customization for each of the characters? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I can't go into details about the customization, honestly, because we're still working on it. The game is still months out, right? But what I can tell you is that yeah, there will be that, and I mean, it's what you'd expect from an online, a heavy online focused game, which is that progressive system, that reward system for the players. But without going into details, it's kind of all I got.
All right, cool. Now, what systems is this going to be releasing on?
So Evolve will be releasing this fall on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the PC.
All right. Is there going to be anything special in terms of, pre-orders or incentives for collector's editions or anything for Evolve coming out?
Yeah. So if you pre-order Evolve, you'll get the Monster expansion pack for free, which is going to be our first downloadable monster character. We have announced that we're going to be aggressively supporting the game with DLC post-launch. So the first thing is going to be a monster downloadable content. So you'll get that for free if you pre-order. You also get the Savage Goliath skin, which is one of the skins for Goliath. And then it's that. There's other pre-order incentives, like with different retailers that we're working on. Sorry, I don't know off the top of my head the specifics, but like every retailer is going to have like their own little thing. So yeah, keep an eye out for it, and I hope you pre-order. And then for you, because you're at PAX, you pre-order, you get to have like one of those cool Evolve beanies. They're right over there, so make sure you grab that.
Nice. Now, for my last question, I got to play devil's advocate. As far as the Wii U, you guys aren't looking into having Evolve on the Wii U, or is that something that was looked at and put away, or what? Why is there no Wii U support for this title?
I don't think that there's a specific reason. I myself haven't been on the project that long to really know, but the engine, right, that we're running on is CryEngine, and the game requires like just these massive environments with tremendous, foliage, and these are the things that the Goliath is hiding in and sneaking, and all these bushes and the shrubbery is covering up the trails and the tracks, right? So fundamentally, the gameplay would just not hold up on a platform that maybe can't render all of that. So I don't know if it's like a technology thing and a gameplay thing, but ultimately the game's going to be on the platforms that can support it best, which is, I guess, the same reason why it's not on like last-gen consoles, because they just weren't, powerful enough necessarily to run the engine that the game is on, right?
All right, Josh. No, thanks. So Evolve's looking cool. You guys got to check it out. I'm gonna get my rematch with my man Black Bible over here. I know he's not listening, but I got payback for him coming soon. But I'm going to get you. I'm Gregory Laporte from GamerFitnation.com. Check out GamerFitnation.com for more of your gaming and health. Peace.